of YouTube, thank you so much for checking out my channel today. Today we are doing a lesson video on how you can spice up your pentatonics by adding this one simple concept to your playing. If you haven't guessed it yet, we're going to be learning the lick from the intro track. And if you're a little more advanced and you don't want to sit through the whole breakdown of the lick, then you can just learn the lick. I'm going to play it a few times slow and zoom in on everything so you can learn it that way and move on with your stuff, and you can just add the lick to your lick arsenal. If you haven't been playing as long and you want to learn the concept itself and learn to apply it to your playing and stuff, then just sit through the slow playthroughs, and actually during those you can try to be picking out the lick and learning it yourself. But just stick through that and I'll break it down after that. So this backing track is based on an A minor groove, and I'm thinking of it when I play over it like an A Dorian or just A minor pentatonic, and in this lick it is just based on an A pentatonic, or at least that's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm playing out of the 4th position pentatonic box, and hopefully you know that. There's a bunch of lessons on it. If you don't know it, the first box is right here starting on the 5th fret. It's my home base for everything, and it probably is for a lot of guitar players. We love the pentatonic scale. Okay, and so that's the first position, and we're playing out of the 4th position. There's only 5 of them. So the first position starts here, 2nd position, 3rd position, and 4th position. I'm not going to go through all of those right now, but I will play the 4th one, obviously. So this one starts on the low E string on the 12th fret. So the concept in this lick is just to combine all the notes around and in between your safe notes. Okay, and so what I'm considering the safe notes are the notes in the pentatonic scale. If the groove is going, some will sound better than others, but you could land on any of these notes. And you would be good. But you can also combine those, right? And this is somewhat, if you know your other scales, like say the Dorian scale, then that contains other notes. It contains the 14th fret on the high E. Right? So you start getting some little color tones there. The natural minor scale on that string combines the 13th fret. So you have this. So with different scales you get different color tones added to the pentatonic. So this is in the pentatonic. This is from the Dorian. And this is from the natural minor Aeolian scale. So what I'm talking about is just combining all of those. And you do it kind of in a passing way. You probably don't want to land on this note, at least not for this idea. You don't want to land here. You don't want to land here. But you could land on the 12th fret or the 15th fret, at least for the sake of this video. So these two are safe notes, and you can combine those any way you want to do it. You could go, right, and just add a few notes chromatically going up. You could play it in a different order, right? I don't know where you'd use that, but you can. In the right situation, it will totally work.
I don't believe you.
So what I'm doing at the very beginning of this lick is this. 15th fret, right? Then I have the 12th fret, chromatically walk up, chromatically walk down. So I just hit that note. All right, so that lick all together on that one. Right, so it doesn't sound too good slow, and I probably wouldn't play it slow over something. They're gonna think you're not too good. That's what they're gonna say. Wow, they're not too good.
I'm just worried about where we're going from here.
But if you play it fast, then it starts to change. And it becomes jazzy. I'm not a jazz guitar player by no stretch of the imagination, but it does add a jazzy flair to it, because you're throwing in those notes that are not technically pleasant to the ear, especially not all together. They really start clashing and cause some dissonance. But if they're passing tones and you land on the note you want to land on, then it's good to go. I heard Guthrie Govan say one time that if you start on the right note and you end on the right note, people will forgive you for the notes in between, right? And maybe that's not the case for every genre or whatever, but in this case, if you want to throw out a little fusiony, jazzy lick, they're gonna forgive you.
I forgive you.
So one thing I do a lot in my playing is when I change a string, I go back to the previous string and grab a note. Okay, so if I'm going from my E string to my high E to my B string, I will usually go back and grab a note, like in this lick here. So I went back to that high E to grab that, well, in this case it's a high E note, but I grabbed that note. It could be anything. Could be any of them, but I went back and grabbed that note. And I do that pretty much on every string change up through this lick. Now I'm ready to start on the B string. And on the B string, I simply walk down chromatically. Remember our two safe notes in this one, right here? The 13th and the 15th fret. But I simply walk down from the 15th fret all right, so I realize I'm not stopping on a safe note, per se, like I said before, but this is all passing. The whole lick is fairly quick and just constant. So you're not stopping anywhere really. So it's all passing tones. So it will be okay.
There's no meaning to any of this.
So right here, I start a thing that I do for the rest of the lick, and I do this little trill thing. Right, you can do it fast. Everything gets very suspenseful. But I do it just so I can change things up, right? If I just went chromatically down everywhere, it would all start to sound the same. Right? And that's fine if that's the thing you're going for, but that's not what I'm going for here. I'm wanting to change things up a little bit. Right, just that right there. And then, so I just changed strings and I went back for that B note on the B string there. So start from the beginning, go back, walk down chromatically, okay? Now, we could walk chromatically down on the G string, starting from our safe note on this A note on the 14th fret. And we could just walk down. But to change it up a little more, I add a different note this time before starting. So we'll walk down from the B. Right there, I'm starting on the 13th fret, which does not sound good if you stop there over this kind of track, because we have our A and then an A flat or a G sharp, however you want to think about it. Right, that really starts to cause some dissonance, which, I mean, you could land on it, but I don't know. You pick your place. It's fine. But once again, all of this is just quick, and they're pretty much all passing tones. So let's walk down from that B again. So I go up to the A there, and you could stop the whole lick there if you wanted. Okay, so after you go up to that A note, we're going to go back to the B string one more time, and then walk chromatically down on the G string. Okay, so instead of this, which would be fine, it's totally fine if that's what you want to do. In this lick, we get this. It changes up the rhythm a little bit. All right, we'll do that slow. So once you walk down to the 11th fret on the G string, we're going to do that little trill thing again. Okay? Then go up to the D string and grab that 14th fret. Go back up to the G string and grab that last note we just hit. Okay? That's the common theme. And then we're almost done with the lick. We're going to walk chromatically down 14, 13, 12. And then go down to the 10th fret. I bend that one up a little bit. Then end on the A string and the A note on the 12th fret. You could do this pull here and stay completely in the 4th position, but I do go down. It's just a habit for me to go down to the 3rd position there and grab that, instead of staying right here. I just find this a little more comfortable to go here as opposed to grabbing that with my pinky. So slowly, this is the lick. So I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but you just want to add notes in between or around your safe notes, no matter what they are. If they're passing tones, they're going to be okay. Thanks for checking out my channel today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you learned something that you can use and apply to your own playing. So not that you only took away the lick from this video, but also learn the concept behind it, and so you can create all kinds of licks. And I think that's the most important thing when you're learning a lick. Learn the concept behind it, apply it to your playing, and you can come up with new licks that are solely yours, or you can just become a more well-rounded guitar player. And obviously all of this helps your musical vocabulary to just grow larger and larger. If you enjoyed the video, then, I'm not going to get mad if you choose to hit that thumbs up button down there and like the video, or subscribe if you haven't already done that. If you didn't notice, at the beginning of this video, I combined this week's lick with the lick from the last lesson video. That's one thing I really like to do, is have a bunch of licks in my lick arsenal, or whatever you want to call it, and learn ways to combine them. So if you want to, you can play this video back, slow that intro down, go learn that last lick if you haven't learned it already. It shows a way to move up the neck fairly quickly with just your pentatonic boxes, and they're over the same backing track. So tomorrow, I'm actually going to put this backing track up on YouTube so you can practice along with it. And if you like the track and you want to jam along with it, then it will be available tomorrow. If you don't want to forget, hit that notification bell. It'll alert you when I put out new videos, so you'll know right when it goes live and you can jam along with it. All right, guys, I'll see you next time.